Do Muslims, Jews and Christians worship the same God?
Hello. So I've never posted in this subreddit, and generally avoid religious-based conversations, though I do often read them to learn people's views. I did want to comment on one big difference. While the Abrahamic religions do have the same origin, the big difference is on Jesus. What differentiates Christianity is our view that God exists as a triune, meaning as God, the Father, what most people associate God with, as the Son, Jesus, God taking on human form to ultimately sacrifice himself to deal with human sin, and as the Holy Spirit, God's actual presence in believers. Now I do not claim to be a scholar of Judaism or Islam, but generally my understanding is the Jewish people do not recognize Jesus as actually being the promised Messiah, either dismissing him or believing him to just be another prophet. I believe Islam does recognize him as a prophet but not God himself. While Christians also recognize Jesus as a prophet, he is much, much more than say another Elijah or other Old Testament prophet. I am sorry if I did not accurately reflect the beliefs of other religions. Again, I do my best to understand them but may be off on my understanding. So while it may be accurate to say we worship the same God, who that God is and his true nature does differ as I understand it. In Christianity you can't have God without Jesus, as they are one in the same. I know that is somewhat counterintuitive, but his existence relies on all three aspects. I hope this helps. GIF. Because of common ancestry, Abraham, I believe we do.
Yes, all three do and they all believe so. What they differ on is the backstory and the selected prophets.
Jews don't believe Christians worship the same God. Since the Christian Holy Trinity, Father, Son and Holy Spirit, doesn't fit with the idea that God is one. I thought I heard Muslims believe Christians are not worshipping the same God. For the same reason.
Yes, but the details are the different part. All stem from Abraham and his God.
Yes. All root Abrahamic. Same God, divergence in messianic beliefs, and who is considered a prophet, as well as which laws are valid and which are not.
Yes. Christians acknowledge Jesus to be God's prophet and Muslims acknowledge Muhammad instead. Jews reject both and believe the Messiah is still to come. This is the fundamental difference between the three at its core. Considering Christians believe Jesus Christ as God, and Jews and Muslims don't believe Jesus as God, how can they all worship the same God?
I believe we do.
The Christian God gets a bit tricky because he is three things combined into one: Father, Son, Jesus, and Holy Spirit. Jews and Muslims don't believe that Jesus or the Holy Spirit are gods. So they technically worship a different God. However, you could say that the Christian Father aspect of God is the same the Jewish and Muslim gods. Yes. They are all Abrahamic religions, meaning they all worship the same God that Abraham worshipped. I think each of them like to worship differently, and have different definitions, but we all worship the same being. I'm a Christian, as are most of my friends, and none of us believe the God of Christianity is the same as Allah from Islam. However, it may be better stated that our concepts of God are irreconcilably different. The differences between them can be seen in how Allah and the Christian God view sinners. Allah does not love sinners. Surah 3-140. And the Christian God does. Romans chapter 5 verse 8. They're all Abrahamic religions, so I say yes, they do. They are related, of course. However, I can tell you that fundamentalist Christians would say that Jesus fulfills Jewish prophecies, but that the Jews do not recognize that as being true. Fundamentalist Christians would also say that the New Testament warns us against false prophets and antichrists, and the fundamentalists would put Muhammad in that category. There are many types of Christians though, including universalists who think all religions worship the same God. I am sure there are many types of Muslims as well, but I am less familiar with the diversity within Islam. No, because Christians believe in the Trinity, which in essence makes the nature of God very different to Muslim and Jewish belief. So, different God. Jews and Muslims, you could say, share the same God. They are all Abrahamic religions. So yes. However, Christians believe Jesus was the Messiah, and was of divine birth, and therefore is the Son of God. Muslims believe Jesus was the Messiah, but not of divine birth, and therefore not the Son of God. Jews believe Jesus is not the Messiah, that the Messiah is yet to come, and therefore that Jesus' birth could not be divine. So Christians worship the same God, but also believe in different aspects of that God, Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, that the others don't believe are aspects of God. Yup. I'm a Catholic and we do worship the same God since it's the God of Abraham. We just do it in different ways, different cultural context, and with different backstory. The God of Abraham, which should make you wonder why you don't go back to source and convert to Judaism. The Torah being much older than the Quran. There are differences. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity have different theologies. And then there are sects within each religion. Despite the rhetoric that all religions are the same, they aren't. Sometimes the differences are stark.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.